my crafty peeps, it's Cheyenne from ecdesignstudios.com. For a full list of products used and all the dimensions, visit my website. Follow me on Facebook for all the latest news and Instagram for sneak peeks and to see what goes on behind the scenes. All links can be found in the description bar. Alright, let's get this box going, shall we? Now this is actually like the fourth time that I have tried to do this. There's a little bit of a learning curve. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. And of course I'm filming it, so, you know, I did do one off camera and it turned out fine. But when you're filming, you get distracted. Alright, so we've got our 10-inch side. This is always the side that's going to line up to the top here. Things to take note of. Here's your start line. This is side 1, side 2. We've got small, medium, and large. We've got a horizontal and we've got triangle lines. Alright, so step 1, take the 10-inch side, line it up along the top, line up your smaller side, the width, with the start line. And now I'm going to stand up because I found you need a little bit extra oomph to get this punch going. Alright, so I'm going to give that a punch. I'm going to score the horizontal and side 2 line. Alright, so we've got that. Let me just double check with my template. Oh no, we got to do the small one. Ignore the side 2. Small. There we go. And that. Alright, next we're going to line up the small line. Ignore the side 2. That wasn't supposed to happen. So the small line with the start line. We're going to punch. We're going to do our horizontal. We're going to do a triangle. Side 1 and side 2. There we go. There it is. Now we're going to line up our side 2. We're going to give it a punch. We're going to do our horizontal. And then we're going to do our small. Let me just double check that with my template. Yes, we're going to do small. There we go. Alright, then we're going to line up the small with the start line. Give it a punch. And do our horizontal, our triangle, side 1 and side 2. Alright, and then we're going to line up side 2 with the edge, and we're going to give that a good old punch. And there we are. There is the basics of our box. Ignore that one line, and we're good. So, horizontal all the way across. And then we've got small, our triangle, side 1, side 2, across, small, horizontal, triangle, side 1, side 2, and then punch. Alright, this is actually going to get cut down. So now it's time to get our holes in for our strings. So we're going to line it up with the side. There's a little doodad out here, so you just line that up, give it a punch. On this edge here, I'm going to go ahead and, actually no, I don't need to do that with that edge. Alright, and then with this side here, I'm going to give it a punch. Go to your other triangle piece and do it on the sides. Don't do it where the triangle comes down to a point. Just do it on those two sides. And then you're also going to need one at the very end here. So we're going to line that up right with that, the edge of the paper, and get in our last little line. Alright, so that's that. Fingers crossed that it is as it should be. Let's go ahead and burnish our lines. Alright, this last little end tabby guy, we actually just have to cut him off at an angle. So, just like so. So I am also going to trim off a little bit here because I don't think it has to be quite so big. Alright, now for these triangle bits, I'm just going to fold it in a little bit. Just get that crease going, but they don't have to be burnished down as much as your corners and your bottom. Alright, so here's how it's all going to go together. So you got your bottom, you got one side, you got two flaps inside, and then we're going to pop that over to that. And then the tabby is going to go on the inside. So that's how we're going to do it. You can use fast fuse, tear and tape. I'm going to use liquid glue and some clothespins to do it. The tear and tape will probably be fine, but I just want to make sure. So on the outside of our little tabby guy here, just gonna get some glue going, and then I'm actually going to, yes, pull him inside and then just fold this over so everything can be lined up pretty nicely. This is a nice tip for any boxes that you're making. You know, if you do your sides first, you can do this trick, and then you can really, you know, get it down on there. Okay, so got my two sides that are going in, and then one bottom, and then the other bottom. So, hey, look at that one. Actually, get in that. All right, so what I'm wanting to do is going ahead and putting the liquid glue on both bottom bits. All right, so the two side tabs are in, and then just folding in the liquid glue. You've got some wiggle room too, to getting it all nice and square. So all right, now I'm going to put the bottom down, and then I'm going to take my bigger bone folder, and I'm just going to rub it along the bottom of our box just to make sure that that's going to be good and adhered. Alright, so there we go. There is our box. So I'm going to set this aside, give it a little chance to dry up a little bit more, and then in the meantime, let's get started on our tags. So I've got an oval cut out of Very Vanilla, and I put it through the Falling Softly embossing folder. Let me put this back, otherwise I'm going to forget it. Alright, so now I'm going to take one of our earrings. I'm going to kind of get an idea of where I want it to be placed and hanged, and I'm going to take a 1/16 inch hole punch. This is a tiny little guy, and I'm just going to punch 2 holes into this card, and then our earrings are just going to hang on it like so. So there we go, we got that. And then I grabbed this little bag. I happen to find it in my stash, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and pop that into it, just as a little extra protective measure. Alright, and I think I will just keep it at that. You know, if you want something a little bit more secure, you can absolutely do a tag topper if you want, or just like a little staple right there, and you'll be fine. Let's move on to our tag. We've got one of the layering ovals from the Stitch Shapes. This is, I believe, the third one. So from largest to smallest, this is the third one. We've got some Spread Some Christmas Cheer. This is from Tin of Tags, and we are going to use, let's see, this is a C block, and excuse me, I want to do some heat embossing on this. So let's grab our Versamark and our embossing buddy. So pop that on, just make sure that it's anti-static, and I'm thinking let's go with some silver. That'll match with the earrings because those are silver, but you know, if you're using gold earring wires and stuff instead, you could absolutely do that. So let's ink up our Spread Some Christmas Cheer, and we'll just get that stamped on. There we go. Stampin' Spray, or Stampin' Mist and Stampin' Scrub on standby. There we go. And then let us get our silver embossing powder. Alright, there we go. So that's that. Heat embossing is really so simple and relatively inexpensive. The embossing powders will last you almost forever. Like it takes a lot to go through. Alright, now you've got your heat tool. Probably the most expensive part of investing in heat embossing. I'm going to take my tweezers because I don't want to burn my fingers, and we're going to go ahead and heat emboss this. Let your heat tool heat up for 20 to 40 seconds before you bring it to your project. That will make sure that you're not getting as much warping on your paper. Alright, so we've got that all set up. So we just need another hole punch because we are going to attach this. So I've just got a regular old generic hole punch there, and yeah, then that's pretty much ready to go. So let's bring in our box. Should have enough time. So these we've already kind of folded to the inside, so all you have to do is just pop them right over, and then the holes will line up, so you can just string your holes. Actually, let's get this little present guy in there. You know what? I think I am going to staple it. No, I'm not, because I'm not sure where my stapler is. So I'm just going to pop that in there. You could add tissue paper if you so choose. Let's pick some thread. So I'm thinking let's use some of the macaron. You can get this in a trio in the holiday catalog, so grab them up while you can. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to string this through all of those holes. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to pull it, string it through all the other holes. It's starting to fray, because that's what ribbon does. Do I want it to be all the way around? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do I? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm noticing as I'm stringing this through, I don't want the knot to show from where I've put everything together. So I'm actually going to pull this side back a little bit. Alright, let's get this not too crazy. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and kind of match it and eyeball it, give us a little extra room. Alright, so now I'm going to make sure my knot's in the back here. But before I go too far, I want to remember to pop my tag on here. So now I'm going to string this through 3 of the holes over here. Alright, there we go. And then I'm going to take my end pieces. I'm just going to tie that in just a quick little standard knot. I'm sure this has an actual name, but I don't know what it is. So, alright. There we go with that. Go ahead and give that a tucky. There we go. Get our strings. Now you can string it up however you want. This is just how I chose to do it. So we've got our spread some Christmas cheer, and our earrings are in it. I think I am going to go in and add a little bit of tissue paper. Let me grab some. Alright, so I've got these pieces of silver just going to give them a fluffy fluffy. Pop it in. So there we go. Got a nice, cute little present. Now you could decorate this as much as you want, but I don't know how well you can see, but it's just the fancy frost paper. It's just gorgeous, kind of all on its own, and I think it's just adorable. You know, add some mini jingle bells if you want. Like, you can go crazy. This is just the basics. And again, you can string it up differently. This is what I wanted to go with. So, could also, let's see here. Get it all strung like that. If you want to, you know, just have fun. There's no right or wrong way. This is crafting and it's handcrafted. So, whatever you want to do. So, all right. That's it for today's project. So we did some nice little crafty earrings. We got a nice little gift box going too. So it's fun. You know, used our little gift bag punch board for the first time. Kind of frustrating, but you know what? I know what I'm doing for next time now. I got it all down. Oh, all right, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please remember to like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right, if you have any questions, want to see a specific Stampin' Up! Product demo, or are interested in hosting a virtual party, feel free to contact me or leave a comment. Go to my ecdesignstudios.stampinup.net to fill out a contact form for me. That's probably the best way to contact me. PDFs of all current Stampin' Up! Catalogs can be found on my website, but if you want your own copy to hold in your hand and love and cherish, then all you have to do is place an order with me and I send those to you for free. So until next time, happy crafting and happy holidays. Bye!